Dude, my head is throbbing harder than Joe's wiener at the thought of getting the chance to sniff Jenna Ortega's hair.
Ha ha ha, funny you say that. You don't know enough about me, and it shows. But her hair is overrated shit. Smells like generic baby shampoo. Maybe she changed that after 2008. But I digress. Because once Barry comes back from the shower, I'll be booting up golf with your friends.
Wait, what? How the hell are you up already? I swear you drank way more than I did last night. If my head hurts, then I can't imagine you would not just get in the fetal position and just cry on the floor and vomit all over yourself too, along with that.
It's really simple. Once you blacked out, I simply just drank 2 16-ounce Red Bulls, and I kept downing shots like a monster. In fact, I still have a couple of brewskis and some Everclear left in my mini fridge, and it will for sure come in handy during the game.
You could possibly get hurt or even die with that approach, especially at your old frail age. But I can't help to just respect the bravery/stupidity of your mind to tank that damage, double it, and give it to yourself the next day.
Joe, flush the toilet next time. And so Trump finally woke up, huh? How's that whiskey treating you, bud? You could just drink 2 drinks and some champagne and you would be all good in the morning just like I am? Well, you could also do what Joe did, but his idea is more lethal than a train crash.
Okay, that is not true, and you're making Joe angry. Put your headsets on and somebody tell Joe to bring me a beer.
You have a fucking 6-pack of Modelo in your mini fridge right here, Joe.
Oh, right, tee-hee. Oh man, I really am a goofy goober, ain't I? But don't ever talk down on Big Joe in that tone, or I'll have to whip out the Dominator 3000.
Joe, you're drunk, and you're starting to rant. Just stop and try to focus on the game instead of trying to threaten me, because a threat from you is as scary as a chihuahua, chasing you down.
Oh no. This map is already making me sick. Couldn't you two buffoons pick something easier on the eyes? I'm gonna puke all over the desk by hole 3 if it's gonna be like that the entire time.
Your gluttony and inability to drink responsibly is only your fault, and this map was the only one I could find in that neon high contrast style. I mean, ain't exactly New Year themed, but it's something special, and New Year is always special. We are halfway done with the 2020s now. Time is passing us by like we're on a speedway.
Joe Rogan once got me hooked up with that good stuff. And oh boy, I lived like 50 lifetimes for the past 5 years, so I definitely don't feel like this got by me fast. And one of those trips, I even had a healthy relationship with my drug-free son, just to see him go away from me and go back to the real world where he hates me. But I'm sure you'll be inviting me to his parties now, since I got him pardoned.
And how are you both doing? It's been over a month already, so I suppose it's only getting better.
He only blackmailed me twice and held me at gunpoint while we were driving to ATM to withdraw as much cash as possible from my debit card once. So far, so we already had some Biden bonding time.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes I ask myself, why do you drink so much alcohol to the point where you are able to chug Everclear bottles, but then you just say something about your life and it all makes sense?
No, it does not. We shouldn't be accepting his way of coping by drinking problems away. He should tell Secret Service to strip Hunter from any weapons or stolen items belonging to Joe and to put him on house arrest for some time. And get familiar therapist to fix it.
Strip Hunter? What the hell, dude? Don't be weird. It's my family we're talking about. Anyway, I wouldn't pay a goddamn dime to any therapist. They're basically glorified scammers. Yeah, old Joey knows a thing or two about them. I played GTA 5, and I don't need any therapist to tell my wife to suck on...
Okay, so that would be more than enough from you. We don't need any more details, and please keep it to yourself next time. You're always oversharing, and even if you are comfortable with it, it doesn't change the fact that you make us extra uncomfortable and even a bit scared, to be honest.
Obumna, can you quickly go check the fridge and bring me some Gatorade? If I remember correctly, I bought 3 bottles of every flavor, so bring me whatever you feel like. I feel like I've been suffocated by Lizzo a night before.
That's rich coming from a man who weighs about as much as a fucking semi-truck.
Yo, it's rich because it's coming from the richest president in the history.
Joe, you really need to replace that door because it's getting annoying already. And I thought to bring everyone some, so I got 2 cool blue, 2 oranges for Donnie, and 2 glacier cherries just for you, Joey, because I know how you like them.
Fuck off, Barry. And of course, Joe loves that jizz-looking Gatorade.
I really am starting to get worried that drunk Joe might be actually better at the game than sober Joe. He got his handicap down to 3 right now.
Yeah, and when I was a vice president, I got my handicap down to a 6.
That's the biggest lie of all. I've seen your swing. I know your swing, Joe.
Not again.
Now that was a waste.
Maybe for you, but Joe still has handicap down to a 3 and I got it to 1, so suck it, fat boy.
If it weren't for the hangover, you two would be the handicapped ones by knowing the Big Don. But you're lucky that I'm currently under the influence of my kryptonite. Sobriety.
Well, it was weird, but at least it turned out not so bad. Dude, what the fuck? I bought these shoes a week ago.
You should have just bring me a bucket when I first mentioned that this map is making me sick. You're lucky I made it longer than I predicted at first.
Yeah, sure. I am so lucky that you threw up all over my brand new shoes. What the fuck did you even eat last night? And why is there an entire tomato slice? Dude, your teeth are in your mouth for a reason.
He took out his dentures last night and tried to inhale the entire whooper, and he failed. But tomato passed.
Dentures? I thought you were drinking Diet Coke to preserve your teeth. Well, those dentures do look authentic, so I guess money can buy a lot, but somehow your ass can't buy a dietitian or a gym card.
That's because the only gym I go to is the Trump Tower Gym. And it's not Temple of Iron, but Temple of Gold. All the machines and weights are made out of gold, so this way it can all be compact and have the fucking swag.
You just unironically used the word swag. You can sometimes act older than Joe, you know that.
I am in my prime, and the word swag is perfectly fine and modern. At least that's what my son tells me.
Barron told you that? He could use our slang tier list then, because it sounds like he got stuck in 2010.
Nah, I barely talk to that little shit. I'm talking about Junior.
Your 47-year-old son told you that the word swag is modern.
I mean, yeah, that's what I said. Gosh, are you stupid, Barry?
Guys, did you see that? I literally got deported to the last hole. Man, this game is so buggy.
I don't think it's a bug of any kind, but rather a design choice. You know, you start from the bottom and work your way up the top until the end of game. And it's way cooler if you can see the progression whenever you fall. It still teleports you back to the current hole spawn point, so no harm is done. Okay, I take it back. There was definitely some harm done right there, but I ain't complaining because that means me taking over the lead.
Rigging the game, typical liberal move.
But Barry isn't even a librarian. What the hell are you talking about, dude?
Joe, you rotten-ass bag of crackling bones, that is not what liberal means.
And cool it with your shots. We don't want you to end up behind Trump.
You know what else is massive?
Oh no, I already know where this gross nigger will take it.
Portrayed. You know what's crazy is that portrayed meme is, dude, it is still massive.
It's an S-tier meme material. 2024 was a weird year for memes. I think a tier list is possible.
Dude, it would have been an hour-long video and people would still complain about some missing memes. There are literally 5 different memes trending every week, and every week they are replaced by something else. Especially when corporations are starting to use them, that's where the funny trending meme becomes obsolete. Unless it's Spanish KFC Instagram page, because they are actually funny. So props to them. Like, do you guys even remember the chill guy meme? It was funny and everyone was hopping on it like it was my dong, but then everybody and their moms started to use it.
Trump praising a Spanish page? Did I woke up in a different reality? Pinch me, Joe. Ouch! What the fuck, Joe? Look, I said to pinch me, not to fucking bite my hand.
That's honestly impressive that his jaw didn't snap. And listen, man, I love Hispanics and they love me. That's why I won their votes over Kamala. It's really simple, actually. I love Taco Bell and I like my lawn to be looking fresh, just like me. I just don't like illegal aliens invading my country.
Let's just take it off a notch and focus on the game, since it's the last hole of today's episode and we're threading on a mighty thin ice with all that border talk.
Dude, why is the camera still on me? Shouldn't it go to the next person already?
I have an idea, but we would be giving up our handicaps with it. Let's wait a couple more seconds.
What a fucking banger to end with, huh? Okay, guys, so remember to subscribe because we release videos often, so it's easy to miss and upload and like the video or dislike. Either of those options are beneficial because bad press is still press. And comment if you want us to play something you recommend. Well, apart from the guy that is asking for Alice Madness Returns, because we will not play this game.
Roses are red, Trump is orange, Mr. Carter is dead, and my dong is an un-4-inch door hinge porridge.
What the hell, Biden? That is way too soon to joke about that.
And what did your goofy ass was thinking when you made that goofy ass orange rhyme? That shit doesn't even make sense.
Nice one, Barry.
Thank you, bro.
It's an Eminem reference, you boomers just wouldn't get it.
Joe, I literally checked it out not so long ago. Me and Barry may be boomers, but you are actually too old to even get classified as a baby boomer. You are a silent generation, and that actually makes sense because your voice sounds the best when you're silent and preferably far, far away, like actually over the hills.
Okay, now don't lump me with you in the same boat. I may technically be a boomer, but a very late one. You're like barely squeezed in, and I'm only 3 years away from the Gen X.
The only generation I'm in is D-Generation X.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, never mind what I said earlier. Scratch that, because now I identify as Degeneration X.
What's next? Maybe you'll say that you identify as a competent golfer after this piece of Donald you just pulled?
Oh, so now you will be shitting on my name like that, Barack, huh? Uh-huh. All right, we'll see who will be laughing at the end when I'm going to get my handicap down to a 6 and leave you way behind me.
Joke is actually on you because I want to be behind you, Donnie boy.
Okay, never mind. I think I'm going to throw it intentionally now because of Joe's nasty, messed up brain.
I'm building up my lead slowly but surely. That will be a peaceful game for me. Only if my shoes weren't covered in your half-processed food from last night. It would be lovely, but it is what it is, I suppose.
Oh, believe me, it can be. I once wanted to literally kick Joe's butt, but this freak was somehow aware of it, and when my shoe got in contact with his butthole, he clenched it, and I couldn't pull it out for solid 20 seconds. I just don't get it. When you are at D-Day ceremony, you can't hold it in and fill your diaper first chance you get in front of everyone. But when you get kicked in the butt, you somehow contract your Kegel muscles so hard that I can't get my shoe out. And I remind that it was all through the fucking suit pants.
You know, it's actually nothing special. It was a routine workout before all the Diddy freak-offs. You know, all those freaky workouts from TikTok are actually Diddy's workout plans that I leaked. Usually it was 3 sets of "you like that, don't you?" followed with 10 reps of back shots as an active rest because it was more of an interval workout. And I think I can crush melons with my Kegel muscles.
Is there any way to unhear something? Can Men in Black just bring the neuralizer in here? Ooh.
Not too sure about that, but we can bring the boom. Oh man, we need to invite Big Justice in here soon, but preferably without AJ.
You are a human so revolting to the point where I can't even think of an insult no more.
Fuck! Cocksucker! Bitch!
8 strokes in a par 3 hole. Well, I can definitely get in more strokes during that time, but 8 ain't so bad.
Can we limit our free speech on this channel to politics and current gameplay? I don't feel comfortable talking about stuff like this and will get demonetized if you won't stop, Joe. That is, of course, if Donald didn't already do it for us with his rage tantrum.
Typical liberal wanting to censor everybody, including themselves. And it wasn't a rage tantrum, but rather a reasonable expression of frustration. It was an artistic choice. They can't demonetize us for art, can they?
Let's go with your version and ignore that it wasn't art, but a hissy fit. They very much can demonetize us for art. Of course they can.
Well, that's just some bullshit.
Let's go, honey, I got a beagle.
Eagle Joe, my worst shots are your best. Remember that, Donald.
I wouldn't say that. Have you seen some of his trick shots in the past?
Okay, dude, you don't need to call me out like that. I wanted to say my worst hole is your best at first, but it sounded horrible and I realized it just in time, so I quickly fixed that and hoped you wouldn't catch it.
I know the dude was demented as hell before November, but I think his mental capability got a little bit better after my historical win. I mean, yeah, he is still dumb as a rock, but he isn't stupid enough to not catch something like that. You gonna take that disrespect from him, Joe?
Hell no, I won't. Come over here, you nerd. Papa Joel turned you to a good boy real quick, believe you me.
You're drunk and Trump is riling you up, so chill the hell down, Joe, and shut up, Trump.
Yeah, whatever. Do we have any plans for some new series, by the way? I was thinking we could start that turmoil game. We could play that and drill, baby, drill.
I mean, it isn't necessarily a bad idea. I remember Jacksepticeye playing it like 8 years ago. It's either going to miserably fail, like Our Life is Strange viewership, or get some people nostalgic. We could try that next week.
Sounds good, and a nice shot, by the way. I can't say I'm too happy about that, though, seeing how far behind I am.
Hey, did anybody just see what the fuck happened? Dude, this map is glitched the hell out. I'm calling cheats. Barry is cheating on us. Barry is cheating in this game. You installed some cheats in that mouse, I am sure of that.
Dude, we are all playing on the same mouse.
Then you installed also some fingerprint sensors? Dude, I don't know, but what I do know is that you are in cahoots with this game. Pringer.
I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but with today's technology, it is a possibility.
Staying on this topic, nice work rizzing up that loomer shoddy Trump. I see that I teached you Riz properly.
Wait, what? Trump rizzed someone up?
Yeah, dude. He had that loomer chick with him in numerous instances.
Dude, what the hell? Don't you have a wife?
No comment.
You still have a shot at this game, Joe. Also, I want to appreciate how unique this map is. Like, I didn't even know some of these effects could be accomplished in this game. It's really impressive. I feel like I'm in a Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, I smell you on that. It does have that cartoonish edge to it, like those Miles Morales movies. But I think it tries to be more like in Cyberpunk world.
You gotta hit it lighter, B-man. Look at that as an example.
Great example, dipshit.
No, he has a point. Did you see that bounce? It was dangerously close. If you were to make it bounce slightly earlier, it would go in instantly. Joe's route has a potential, but is riskier than just going the default route.
Yeah, and I can't afford any risky shortcuts at the moment, but you're welcome to try your luck and help cut me the deficit. In fact, I'd appreciate it very much.
I can afford one try. Besides, I was the lab rat, so it's kind of given that I won't be the best in this hole. I capitalized so much earlier that you possess no threat to me, like at all. Only person that is any kind of a threat is Drunk Joe, but if he tries anything, he will probably black out any moment now, because I swear he is on his last goddamn leg. Once he inevitably passes out during or after this shoot, he will be sleeping like a baby. Well, a baby that snores very loudly and drools like a fountain. Until the weekend rolls out, and for those who haven't watched part 1, and I recommend you go and see it right now in the top right corner, we are recording this on the first afternoon of 2025. Yeah, I know that it's weird to upload a video from the beginning of the year in the mid-January, but that's what we do on this channel. You probably remember the Halloween fiasco.
Damn, that's a lot of words.
The real fiasco was our gameplay this round. Like, what the fuck did we just do? We sold our shots in every possible way.
Let's just do some editing magic, and let's jump straight into the next hole.
Jump into a hole? Damn, you're a bit freaky, Barry, but Joe Dog never backs down from a challenge.
Last one for this episode. You ready, guys?
I still feel like Joe's cum sock that has been crusting since 1976, but nothing is impossible with some Gatorade and shitloads of caffeine, so please bring me 3 Red Bulls next time you visit the fridge, Barry. I think I got some left in there.
First of all, you're objectively wrong, because it's been crusting since 1968, actually, and I drank all the Red Bulls right after you blacked out to sober up a bit, before chugging 2 entire bottles of Everclear, and after some Red Bulls, it tastes even better.
And he is talking about a 190 proof. This fucking mutant consumed almost 2.5 pounds of pure ethanol in less than 5 minutes. By any laws of nature or any spiritual thing you want to believe in, he shouldn't be alive right now, but here he is talking and playing golf with us. I really am starting to question if Joe isn't some celestial being, because nothing seems to be able to kill him.
What a waste. If I was a celestial, I would conquer the entire universe, and this Dumbo can't even manage his household, let alone the freaking country.
It's not true. My Biden household is very well organized. Jill just stays in her cage all day if there is no event that we need to attend. Hunter is always somewhere doing his silly little crack stuff, and I do my thing, you know. Sometimes I speed run Barbie horse adventures, other times I watch some Jax films. but majority of time I consume copious amount of hentai.
Okay, and that would be enough for this episode. Damn it, Joe. You made me lose focus last round.
Nah, you just sound salty as hell. Own up to your mistakes and beat him square and fair, just like I did back in 2020.
Okay, first off, it's fair and square. And second of all, you didn't beat crap, old man. You lost by a landslide.
As much as I'd love to dominate Dirty Donnie, it wasn't so easy. It was actually really close as far as I remember.
Joey gets it, but I still didn't forgive you for those 100,000 magical votes that came out of nowhere at once.
Oh man.
Huh? Drop down? What does it mean?
It means you need to drop down your pants and get freaky with P. Joey immediately.
Did you just refer to yourself as P. Joey? Did he really do that, or am I just going crazy?
Yes, and now I regret that it didn't come to my mind earlier. Bro definitely was winning the twerk-offs.
Yep, I got some motion in my behind, but I think if Trump showed up in his tennis shorts, he could just walk and his scrumptious behind would do the rest. He would definitely be the main attraction and take over my throne as the king of AEC.
What is that, Joe?
Ass Eater's clan.
That's totally disgusting. Why would you make such a gross assumption like that about your friend?
Not gonna lie though, Joey is kind of speaking my language now. I would definitely be on board with this organization, but you can introduce me later, Joe. Let's not get Brobamna in the know-how.
Seems like you really want to beat the record of most shots in one game. Ain't it right, Trump?
I already lost the game, so I might as well just go for it.
Definitely. But aside from that, I really appreciate how the whole map connects together. Like we are right beside the hole that we just finished. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I prefer to not stay beside the hole, but to just go in it raw. That's the Joester way.
My man.
You two are repulsive.
I don't know why you have to specify that we are responsive, but yeah, that's true.
Clean your fucking ears, Joe, because that is definitely not what he said.
Sorry. I always used to clean my ears every other month when there was a power outage in my home and I needed to quickly make a candle out of my earwax, but since I moved to White House, I didn't clean it once because if there's any power outage, a backup generator powers entire facility instantly. So there's no need to craft emergency Joe Dog patented ear candle.
What the fuck?
So you haven't cleaned your ears for 4 years? Dude, you really need to act on it because earwax can harden and cause your hear loss. And after it blocks your ear canal, then you can only go to doctor because there is no safe way to get it out once it becomes rock solid and you hardly can hear anything.
That is what makes you worried, him not cleaning his ears? Dude, I hardly clean my ears once a year, but this old man makes fucking candles out of his earwax. How dirty your ass has to be to produce enough earwax in 2 months to craft a fucking candle. Do you carry candle wicks around or what?
Earwax is closely related to cholesterol levels and dairy products. And Joe's cholesterol is higher than any human I know, and he eats cheese and drinks strawberry milk all the time, so that could explain this earwax situation he got going on.
I love me some cheese, what can I say? And oh yeah, to answer Donald's question, I just yank out my nose hair, and that works as a wick.
We can tell you love some cheese, Joe. We can tell.
Yeah. Even your dog's breath smells better than yours, Joe, and he licks his own balls and eats raw meat.
And who says I don't?
Joe, I already projectile vomited all over Barack New's shoes. Do you want to repeat?
I mean, that would be pretty cool if you threw up on his shoes again and he would be one Big Mac skinnier. So you basically can eat a Big Mac with no consequences now.
Holy shit, you're right. Okay, thanks for heads up. I'm going to change my order from 4 to 5 Big Mac meals now.
You can't go a single hour without McDonald's even when you're hungover?
The fuck you mean, even when you're hungover? I'm gonna especially order McDonald's then, because it's the best hungover recovery meal you can possibly get. You get all the sodium to replenish those electrolytes in the fries, you get the sugar you need to get some energy in the soda, and you get the protein in meat to satiate your hunger and fuel your body for the next hour or two.
That kind of makes sense, but I always go for KFC. It just has that grease factor that helps. McDonald's just feels dry, and their burgers feel like I'm eating a cardboard sandwich, essentially.
The fuck you said about my beloved McDonald's? Go figure, you love KFC.
Why would you say it like that? You both like to stuff meat in your mouths, and that's perfectly fine. We are inclusive on this channel. But back to the recovery meals. I just fill myself up with ice cream, and that usually works pretty well. But sometimes I also like to get a bucket of mayonnaise, my cartoonishly huge pickle jar, and I just dip these suckers in the mayonnaise. Man, I used to spend nights watching Big Bang Theory and eating that while Sheldon said, "Bazinga."
You watch that unfunny shit show? Man, I can understand watching Friends, but Big Bang Theory is a step too far, even for you, Joe.
I know, Barry, I know. That's why I recently made the switch to watch Young Sheldon exclusively, and man, it is phenomenal. That young boy sure knows his science stuff.
Yo, you can't be serious. We need to put you on some good series. Have you ever considered watching The Boys or maybe even Fallout series if you're into the games?
There is a flat-out TV series. Holy shit, I need to check it out. Are they also flying through the windshield just like in the game when they crash really hard? What?
I said, Fallout, Joe, Fallout. Listen closely, why won't you? You gotta be kidding me. Why that stuff happens to me right after I slipped in one hole? That is kind of fishy, huh?
Yeah, fishy, just like Biden's mouth.
You all laugh at me, but that just means I am a muncher, so who's really winning, huh?
Hey, I think you can have your fishy ass Sauron eye.
We need to really stop getting distracted by him. He is only getting away further and further.
Who's we? Buddy, I am already out of picture, so it's just you and Joe, and it's your responsibility to not be a fucking dumbass.
You know, calling me dumbass after that gameplay you offered in this game is insane, but whatever.
Getting 8 strokes on a par 4 hole is just, only you, Donald, only you.
I don't even want to play this game anymore. I'm just barely finishing these holes on autopilot to see how sober Barack is getting ran through by heavily drunk Joe.
Game is not over until last hole, you prick.
Bro really thinks he can win in 3 holes with 4 hit deficit. Haha.
That was the worst fucking fake laugh I have ever heard, you deformed Oompa Loompa looking ass. Now look at this shit. This is how you're supposed to play golf. What now? You still gonna be yapping that I don't have a chance to win it? My motto is yes, we can. And it's that for a goddamn reason.
Okay, but you forgot that I still am playing Barry. I am not gonna give it up so easy.
Yeah, and that shot is actually very easy. I just slightly messed it up because I am not even trying anymore. You both just got lucky earlier, that's all.
And I messed it up because I had some kids, ice cream on my mind. You surely know how it is sometimes when you have a fog in your mind and it distracts you from whatever you are currently doing.
Joey's actually real as fuck with that. I remember once when I was coming back from McDonald's in my Rolls Royce, I was thinking about how to roast Obama administration today on my Twitter, and I got a bit distracted. So when I was driving near elementary school, I hit a speed bump going 120, but there was no speed bumps there. And next thing you know, there are some blood-covered backpacks on my hood. These fuckers owe me a new bumper too because it got dented with their stupid ass heads.
Yeah, so ignoring that, we are level on shots now, Joe. This is a high-pressure game ending. It all comes down to our next shot, so we must be very careful with it.
Yeah, buddy, you forgot one real important aspect. His fossil ass is too stupid and too drunk to even get the concept of pressure, let alone feel it. He will play just like he played it all this time. It's all about how you will play it out. The pressure's all on you, buddy.
Am I tripping, or did he just... What the actual fuck? How am I supposed to win the game if he can just roll in the air like that? What the fuck was that rigging tactic?
Well, for starters, you could stop being thrash at the game, but yeah, that is none of my problem, that the map is bugged out. Exploiting bugs you don't know about is not cheating, but occasional luck, which I will always be thankful for.
Yeah, no, fuck that. If Joe is gonna lose because of that, I ain't ordering food for you, Obama.
Yeah, I don't care because Michelle made us dinner in the morning and we have roasted chicken with Greek zucchini salad waiting for us downstairs in the kitchen, so I won't be crying over not getting some greasy, empty in nutritional value food that is overpriced as well.
Why isn't that chicken deep fried? And what the hell even is Greek zucchini salad? We are in America. We eat American food in here. Yeah, I ain't no traitor, so you can count me out. I prefer to wait for my tasty McDonald's food to come in. The first order of the year is gonna be the biggest one. And this year, I'm gonna order the entire menu twice, and I can give you salads, since I hate this shit. And Joe can have most of the sauces that I'm not gonna use and can get a Happy Meal.
You know, I'm always down for some Dawn sauce.
Oh, hell no, I changed my mind. You're only getting Happy Meals now.
I hope the toy will be Donald Trump action figure with detachable clothing. I always mention it in the mail to Santa Claus each year, but I never found it under the Christmas tree.
You know, it's moments like that when I regret that Cold War didn't escalate to World War III back in the 60s.
Oh man, I cannot mess it up now. I should just copy whatever Biden does, and I have a 100% chance at success.
And all your plan have gone to mud because you are going first. Lao.
Oh yeah? Then watch this. Oh man, come on, why didn't you fall down?
Look at my child. I will lead the way down, just follow in my footsteps, and you will stoop as low as Joe Dog does.
Let him cook. Let Joe cook. Well, shit. How are we going to settle it now?
Well, my suggestion would be
Keep your distance, cause right now I'm dangerous.
what the fuck? No, my suggestion would be to suggest how to settle this in the comments. How do these people even keep getting in this call? It's private.
Subscribe to Oval Office Gaming right now, or Barack will go get your oil with his drones.